in New Orleans. What are you expecting to see out of Ja Morant tonight, Kenny?
Energy. You know, you're going to miss shots. You're going to make shots. You're going to be, but the one thing that also was missing with Dylan Brooks is enthusiasm and effort. And so that's what he could bring to the team, bringing enthusiasm. Because I always say professional athletes are this. If you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, guys sometimes shut down. Great players don't, but, good players can. And so him can start showing light at the end of the tunnel and turn on the light to some of those guys who probably haven't had their light on in about maybe 10, 12 games, the way, if you look at their record, and the way they're playing at 6-19. So he's going to turn the light on. The light's back on.
I'm looking forward to seeing what type of shape he's in. We know that there's no way to replicate a game. You can play with your boys. You can go to LA Fitness, 25 Fitness. There's no way to.
And he has been practicing with the team.
Okay, so that's good to know. He's been practicing with the team. I'm anxious to see what type of shape is he in and his energy level. If I'm Ja Morant, I know everything's my fault. I'm taking on that villain role, and I'm going for the 8th spot. Right now, we're not a good team. We have to make up 8 games. Is Ja Morant good enough to make up 8 games to possibly get in that 8th spot? I say yes. So tonight is the night we start.
But Shaq, they only got to get to 10. They don't have to get to 8.
That's right. That's right. So what's done is done. He made mistakes. He's paid for his mistakes. If I'm Ja Morant, I'm focusing on getting my team back in track. Those last 2 years, they were very exciting. So now, accept that villain role. Everybody's counting you out. This is when you got to step your game up. So I'm anxious to see which players was coming out to play tonight.
They have had losing streaks of 6 and 5 already this season. Previous 3 years, 1 losing streak of at least 5 games. Your expectations tonight?
I'm excited to see him. He obviously screwed up twice. But see, the problem with screwing up, it ain't always about you. He's handcuffed his team. That's the thing. Same thing with Draymond. When you do stuff, you penalize the team. The team didn't do anything because of you doing something stupid. Now they're in a struggle. Be like, it's going to be hard for them to make the playoffs. But I hope he learned his lesson. I hope he got some good people around him. These guys are so young, Ernie. They make so much money. Like, you have to surround yourself with good people, and it's not easy.
Do you see him at least in the play-in?
No.
You don't see them making up that ground with Ja Morant back?
Well, because the Warriors.
The only team that could fall out of that is Houston. They're either going to be they're going to stay consistent, or they're going to maybe come back.
To answer your question, yes, Ernie. He's good enough. He's good enough. I think he's going to be anxious. I think he's ready to play, and I think he's ready to make the world forget about his mistakes. But 2 or 3, 4 or 5 games, everybody's back on that bandwagon. We'll always remember what he did, but come out and score 50 tonight. And
50? Ooh.
Come out and score 50 tonight and watch what everybody's
Well, I would like to see him play more under control, because those guys been there for 3 months. He just can't come back and take all the shots.
Dude, listen, he been gone for 3 months and they 6-19.
I understand.
Come back and do what you do, man.
Exactly.
It's 6-19. It's not like they played well when he was gone.
Well, I'm just saying, he can't come back and take all the shots.
Take them all.
Take them all, John.
Matter of fact, here, take this too, some tissue. You sound like you got congestion.
You know who you sound like?
Non-COVID illness.
I don't
questionable,
like,
but will play.
Who do you sound like?
But I'm gonna play.
You know who you sound like, Chuck?
Who?
Snotty Pippen.
Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! There it is, Snotty Pippen.